As the hype around AI has driven a sharp rally in big tech, but is the mega cap momentum and investor sentiment getting a little ahead of itself at this point? Let's ask our next guest, star Wedbush analyst Dan Ives. He is here at Post 9. It's good to see you again.
Great to be
here. As I
here.
mentioned in the tease, you're just back from 2 weeks of stops in Asia, checking on everything that's going on in tech right now. What did you learn? What was the biggest takeaway you got?
I think from an investor perspective, I think a stark contrast to what I've seen in the last few years. Appetite for U.S. tech. How do you play the winners? I think you actually see more and more moving from China tech to U.S. tech. And from a supply chain perspective, stabilization. I think that's the biggest thing, specifically when it comes to Apple and semis. I walk away from that trip a lot even more bullish on tech in terms of what we see from a demand perspective.
Do you have a hard time, even as bullish as you are, justifying some of the moves in the stocks that we've seen? And if not, why not?
Hey, look, I get that many people think, oh, could this be a hype theme, crypto, metaverse, now AI? I mean, to me, Scott, I think in 22 years covering tech, it's probably the most transformational tech theme that I've seen. So in terms of it as an opportunity, I'm not saying in the next year that necessarily the monetization is going to be there to justify these moves. But when you look at Microsoft in terms of what's happening in Redmond, you look at NVIDIA, Google, and others, I mean, we believe this is, based on our estimates, an $800 billion market over the next decade.
How do you get that number? I hear people talking about every time we're in a moment in time where we try and justify a stock move or a group of stocks and their move, we use things like total addressable market,
sure,
and we come up with whatever number sounds amazing to us to try and justify that. Where's that number come from?
Yeah, to me, and I've talked to you about it before, from what we're hearing from the field in terms of cloud partners, from Microsoft across the board, for every $100 of cloud spend, $35 to $40 of incremental could be AI. And I think that's when you start to sort of trajectory that out, that's why the hype's there, because that's when the Della, Jassy, what Google, what everyone's going after in terms of that opportunity. That's why I believe this is not hype. This is a real monetization opportunity. It's a Game of Thrones going on. I don't just view one winner, but that's why I think this is different than maybe other themes we've seen.
Well, I mean, it's certainly an arms race, right? An arms race means that you are going to spend a lot in the beginning to try and load up your arsenal, right, to be able to rule whatever world you want to rule. But the payoff, that's unknown in terms of the time frame. When's the ROI on all the stuff that we're seeing, return on investment that we're seeing now that's going towards AI?
Well, I think, and this was a big theme across Asia, that investors are wondering, when's the monetization? And I believe the monetization, especially when it comes to Microsoft and cloud, I think we actually start to get there by the end of this year. I mean, I believe monetization in AI, specifically on cloud, is going to be a lot sooner than expected, which is why, you know, with a lot of these names that continue to move higher, I get the skeptics. But what I believe is that it's this fourth industrial revolution that's playing out, even though it's a murky macro and obviously, you know, a lot of jump balls going on from a Fed perspective. I think this is different. I really view that it's sort of a golden age for AI, and that's why everyone's trying to figure out, okay, if it's not just Microsoft and NVIDIA, has Google benefit? Salesforce? Does AMD benefit and others? And I think winners, and there's going to be losers too. That's what everyone's trying to figure out in terms of this AI theme.
I know, but I remember, you know, way back when, watching documentaries and television news programs called the new gold rush. Same kind of stuff you're talking about relative to the internet is how people are referring to AI now. I get it. I think everybody kind of gets it. But does that necessarily justify these near-term moves and some of the valuations that we now have in some of these stocks?
I think for some, it does. I think for Microsoft, it's a good example where if they could really monetize AI relative to cloud, this is a stock that could ultimately have a 4 in front of it in terms of as they ultimately sum of the parts this and monetize. Others, they obviously have to prove it. But I think that's why right now I don't believe it's hype, because I do believe the monetization theme is probably as real as anything I've seen since the late 90s.
All right. Dan Ives, thank you.
Thanks for being here.
That's the Wedbush analyst Dan Ives joining us here at Post 9.